if a cop pulls somebody out of one of the rings, but let him go.
Let him for the example.
What happened? Come back and come out of the ring. Okay. I beat the shit out of you and I pulled you out of the ring. So we're going to resist, but we're going to finally do it. Okay. What are you two going to do? We're going to close back up. Close back up. Right? Support.
Take him next.
I think we do like we can.
Okay. So the people that are in the inner circle. Well, we have a couple inner circles now, don't we? The people in the innermost circle, if you would turn and face out and sit down, arms locked. The inside circle.
You gotta look.
Is everybody all right? Okay. Everybody hands are good? Can somebody check hands in the back row here?
Hand check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. You ever heard of pepper spray? That's what we're going to use.
Oh, I think we have.
We're getting
to that.
Goggles.
We're getting
And
it.
a helmet.
Okay. So you protesters are down there in the middle and you're all linked up.
They start beating on people, taking all my clothes off.
That's true. Nobody wants to try to the guy. I dig it. Hey, let's get him run after the cops.
Folks,
I know, and then I made
folks in the outer ring, you are now cops. Ooh.
Just try to separate them.
Just try to separate them. So let's not actually do that yet. Let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Cops communicate with each other a couple ways. They have microphones and secret ear plants, but they also use hand signals, just kind of like us.
Okay.
So who knows some cop hand signals?
I know some cop right control hand signals. And
Okay.
can I stand where everyone can see me?
Right up here.
Here? Okay. A white shirt. Okay, I'll be here. We're wearing a white shirt. Okay. First of all, if a commander stands in front of a line of riot police and does this with his arms, an upside down V, that's the signal for a wedge formation. That means the police will move in a wedge with, like a line of geese, and try to break the crowd in half and separate the crowd into two parts. That's what this means. If a commander does this, you know that's coming. Okay? Now, the other one that they use a lot are echelon formations, which basically just means they're going to march diagonally. The first cop in the line will step forward first, then the one behind him, etc. And they'll try to herd off the crowd either to the right or to the left. This means right echelon. They will try to push the crowd to the right. His right, not yours. This means left echelon. See? So if I were the cop commander, I was standing, I'm captain or whatever. So, if I were to stand in front of you guys and do this, that would mean that you were going to start marching this way and shoving the crowd in this direction. Is that it? If I were to do this, you would shove the crowd in that direction. Yep. The captain is probably going to stand. They'll line up in a line, or sometimes in several lines that are spaced out. Yeah. Now,
are the cops behind you or the cops in front of you if you're the commander? Am I a cop or is she a cop?
The cops will be in a line like this.
No, but so
the captain will step forward out of the line, stand in front of the cops, facing them with his back to us, make the signal, whatever it is. That will happen. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think it's important to know that before they do that, what they're going to do is they're going to read, basically saying this is an illegal assembly. That has to happen first. They have to give you exactly 3 warnings for the fact that you're in an illegal assembly. They're going to give you the opportunity, those who do not want to get arrested, to move out of the way before they move in. So, and they have to read that. It's a whole script that they have, and they read that script ahead of time. But what typically, if we're smart, when they read that script the first time, we send envoys that start talking to them, and we buy more time, and we keep on talking. So, well, what if we did this?
Okay.
And then what if we did that? And all that stuff, and we just keep on. And at a certain point, they're gonna say, you know what? I'm done talking to you. You've been warned. We're gonna warn you one more time. They're gonna do the 3 warnings they have to do under the law or under their policy.
There's 3 more hand signals that I want to go over to. That's correct. They can't begin arresting, begin dispersing until they've given us 3 verbal warnings. That's the law. There are 2 signals that cops use for firing a weapon, be it rubber bullets or tear gas or whatever. One that I've only ever seen used in Los Angeles at the riots in MacArthur Park last year was holding up 2 fingers. They would do that before they were what? Yeah. Oh, I see. If one holds up 2 fingers, I've never seen. Okay, I've been to a lot of protests in D.C. Never seen this happen in D.C. But in L.A., Rampart Division Police used this to mean firing rubber bullets. So I think it's we can expect they might do that again if they're going to use those tactics. If a captain stands behind a line of police, taps one on the inside shoulder, and he kneels. Okay. That means the cop immediately behind the kneeling cop is about to fire a chemical weapon. So you see a cop get tapped on the inside shoulder and then kneeling, means the guy behind him is about to fire and, act accordingly. Yeah.
People that are sitting like this, would they fire on people sitting like this?
Yes. Is the answer. Maybe not. I would really think that would depend on how many cameras were on them at the time.
What chemical warfare are they likely to use? That explosion.
That's a lot of questions.
I've seen situations where that's happened. I've also seen situations where the police are on camera and act and behave themselves. One more hand signal I want to go over. That's the snatch squad signal. A snatch squad is a team of 5 or 6 police officers that run out of their line to target a single person who's been singled out as a leader or an agitator, and to arrest that person. Now, okay. Now, if a captain stands, if you see, look, they'll stand in like a diamond formation usually. With the squad leader will be in the middle, and there will be 4 guys around them. They'll form behind the police line.
Don't forget the horses.
I've never had to deal with horses. I've dealt with riot cops a lot, So, the squad leader will step forward behind the police line and tap 2 police. Give me my cops, okay? On both of their inside shoulders. Each of them will step forward, opening like a pair of double doors. You'll step that way, you'll step that way. The snatch squad will exit through the little, they'll point at one person. It's probably going to be pretty obvious who they're going to. They're going to try to single out the leaders and arrest the leaders. So if someone's taking a leadership role, there is a danger that a snatch squad will be sent after them. You see 2 cops. So if you see a squad leader pointing at people and you see 2 cops open like a double door with a diamond-shaped formation of guys behind them, that's going to be a snatch squad. A good idea in that situation is to form a ring around the person who's being targeted and lock arms to non-violently protect them from being arrested. Okay?
Beautiful.
That's all I got.
Point of clarification, it was brought up today that in some of the other cities, situations like that had been occurring, and particularly media had been